Yo, what's up, YouTube? What's going on? It's your main man, King Bishop here. King Bishop Trucking on YouTube. King Bishop 804 at yahoo.com. What's up, y'all, man? Happy 4th weekend, man. I am back here in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, I took a load from Jacksonville to left from Jacksonville when it picked up a load in McDonough, Georgia, which is on the outskirts of Atlanta, and brought it on back to Jacksonville. Did a total of about 650 miles or so. So had a pretty good day. Picked up the load and delivered it. Ran it empty, picked up the load, and came back in one day. So it was a good day. But while I had a chance, man, I wanted to pump out some videos. And the first one I want to go ahead and do is part 2 of how to know when you're ready to be an owner-operator. And this one, I'm going to leave just one step, and I'm going to make it the whole video because it's probably the bulk of the entire thing, which is, are you ready to give most of your life to trucking? And the reason why I say that is because, listen, when it comes to me, God comes first, family comes second, and work comes next. But trucking has a direct impact on all. Like, for instance, if you're a person that likes to go to church every Sunday, 9 times out of 10 you won't have the opportunity as an owner operator who is just starting out, because you will have to be on the road. It would affect your family, because if you're on the road, you're away from your family. So are you ready to give the majority of your life to the truck that you sign your name on to? I look at it this way: there's a learning curve with everything. No matter what you start new, no matter what you start fresh, there's going to be a learning curve to it, where, like, for instance, I can tell you everything I know. 10 other drivers can tell you everything they know. It's the same thing that happened when you learn how to drive a truck. But what happens is you get into your own flow, your own way of doing things. You know, you get your own gadgets, you get your own process, is a good word. And once you get your process, or you get into your lane, a freight lane, and you stay there and all that kind of stuff, until you can figure out all those things, how your company works, how freight moves with your company, until you figure out all those things, 9 times out of 10 you're going to have a tough time managing your home time. You know, you can't just jump out and be home every weekend if it just started. So until you figure out how you can get home, and get home successfully with a paycheck ready to pay bills, then you're going to be dedicating your life to this truck. So are you really ready to do that? For instance, I'm in the same position. You know, I'm in the same position. I made it very clear to my family that this is what I will be doing. Now, it's also my responsibility just as much as my responsibility to do trucking, it's also my responsibility to make the best of the time that I have home. You know, my time home is limited. So when I am home, I have to make sure that not only do I do things that I want to do, but also have to do things with the family. For instance, I had a conversation with my wife at one point, because she kind of felt like when I came home, I wasn't spending enough time with her because I wanted to be with my friends. And I had to let her know that while I'm on the road, I leave everything I know. Not just you and the kids, not just the house, not just the car, but I also lose my friends and those things that I do for fun, because I spent the last 7, 10, 14 days working, you know. And everybody thinks that because you're in this truck, your life is so hunky-dory and there's no problems and everything is irie. It doesn't work that way. You know, anybody who actually runs their truck will let you know this is work. You know, this is a job. You know, and it's not easy. So the whole time that I'm on the road, I'm working. So when I come home, I want some leisure time for me too. I want to be around my friends. I want to go out. I want to laugh. I want to joke and play without any responsibility like I have every day that I'm on this truck. So you have to make sure that you manage your time correctly and efficiently. You know, when you go home, I know a lot of us want to rest, but I always say that when I go home, I don't do a lot of resting because I don't want to feel what my people, the people who I care about, to feel like when I come home, I'm not interacting with them, and that I came home just to be home, to say I came home, and I did not come home as if I missed them, because I do miss them, but you have to show it. You have to show it. I know we all love our wives and our husbands, to the ladies out here trucking, who are out here on the road trucking, but we have to show it. It's not just about them knowing, and it's not about us just saying it. You have to show it. So a part of your actions are that when you go home, you make time to have activities with the people who you care about. It's not just about being there. It's not just about being there. You have to plan activities. And that way, and the reason for that is for one simple reason. When you have activities surrounded around your home time, it makes the experience memorable. So for instance, now you have something to relate back to when you go back over the road. For you, it's a good memory. It's a good laugh. You enjoyed yourself with your family. For them, it was, hey, when daddy or mommy came home, or husband or wife came home, we did this. We had a ball. I enjoy having them there. There's a memory to hold on to until you come home the next time. It's not just you were home, you sat around the house and watched TV together, you ate dinner together, you did the normal routine. Do something different. Try to have an activity. It don't have to cost a lot of money, but have an activity. So, like I said, when it comes to knowing when you're ready to be an owner-operator, you have to make that decision if you're ready to dedicate so much to this truck. You're not a company driver. It is no one's responsibility to make sure that you make money but yours. I don't care what company you lease on to. I don't care what they tell you in the beginning, or how many miles they're going to give you, and how much money you can make, and all the other jibber jabber that doesn't mean anything. At the end of the day, it's up to you to hold them accountable to that. So for instance, when I deal with my fleet managers and I don't have a load, to give a perfect example, usually I've run my loads a day early because I drive without stopping. So I normally can get back, maybe if, say for instance, I got a load, I picked the load up on Monday morning, got it back, and it wasn't supposed to be back till Tuesday morning. Okay, it wasn't supposed to pick up until Tuesday morning. So I get it back Monday night. Now when I go in and talk to them Tuesday morning, either before or after I deliver the load to the port, I'm on them about getting me my next load. I'm on them in their face about getting me my next load, because I want to make sure that it's a load that I want, and that way we don't waste a lot of time. Because I know, and a lot of people commenting on how I talk to you guys about denying loads. And let me tell you something, if you are an owner-operator lease purchase, or you have a truck and you are not denying loads, you're not running efficiently probably. Now some of you are. If you have a fleet manager that already knows how you want to run, then fine. But when you're new, you know, and only you know, what you need to make in order to keep your truck up, to keep your household up, to keep your personals up, right? So if you're getting short load after short load, and your truck is not being ran correctly, and you don't say anything, it's only your fault you're not making any money, okay? It's up to you to say how your truck needs to be ran for you to make money. Only you know that. They're not going to sit back and say, okay, so Michael, how much do you pay in rent, and how much do you pay in car note, and how much is your electricity bill, and how much is your truck payment, and how much is your insurance, and how much do you spend on food? You eat a lot, huh? Okay, well, how many days do you like to eat out a week? And how old are your children? And what size shoes do they wear? Shoes are expensive. So they're not going to do that. You are. You're going to sit with your family or yourself, and you're going to figure out, man, I need to make at least so-and-so amount of dollars in order for this to work, okay, for this to be worth the hassle. Because having this truck is a lot of hassle. It's not like a company truck where they're going to make sure you move because they make the bulk of the money off the truck. It's up to you to make sure the truck is profitable. A company could have all the freight in the world, and they may think you're happy with what they're giving you. If you don't say anything, they're going to keep giving it to you. If he's not complaining, what do you say? Don't fix something that's not broken. If you don't say that it's broken, they're going to think that it's not broken, so they're not going to try to fix it. So you have to make sure this truck is profitable. There's a lot of hassle with having this truck, okay? There's a lot of hassle. There's a lot of stress because you have overhead expenses now. Leaving from a company side to an owner-operator side or lease purchase side is very stressful. So you have to make sure that you're willing to do whatever it takes to make the truck profitable. Make the truck profitable and make you profitable at the end of the day. Okay, I love trucking, but I do not do it because I love it. I do it because it will pay my bills and it give me a better future, give my family a better future, along with me loving the work. If I love the work and it did not make sense and it was not profitable, I would not be doing it. I would go wash dishes at McDonald's or whatever I had to do to make sure that I was able to take care of my family. So like I said, there's a lot that goes into it. So are you ready to dedicate the majority of your life to this truck and making sure this truck is profitable? Because that's what you're going to do. And that's the truth. A lot of people won't tell you that. They give you the glory. They give you the month statements. They give you the weekly gross and nets. But they don't tell you how much stress they went through. And they don't tell you how big of a responsibility it is. It is big. It's not just about you. It's about your family. So make an informed decision. Can you do it? I'm sure you can. As long as there's one person who's done it before, it's possible. There's no such thing as impossible. Everything's been done once. Okay? So as long as that happened, it can be done again. But you have to make sure that you're willing to put what it takes to put into it. As always, man, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video. Got any ideas, let me know. If you're coming over the interstate, please let me know so I can get the referral if I'm the reason why you're coming over. Have any questions, let me know. As always, man, God bless y'all. Y'all be easy. Peace.